Done.
Good. I'm glad. You good?
Yeah.
Don't worry, it all makes sense soon. Good dawn, day or dust to you. I'm Danny Page, and this is my pal FullMetalHagrid.
Sup?
And just to let you know, we thought we'd do some extracurricular Final Fantasy activity, try and get some levels up, get some materia to max level. But somebody, not naming any names, forgot to save it. So it's about an hour or so's progress lost. But there's no blame here. So
It's nobody's fault.
no, except yours. So with that, we're going to move on to chapter 2. Nowhere near as leveled as we should have been.
Please don't make this a running thing throughout this chapter.
It'll be fine. It's fine.
Because I don't think I can have such tears of joy go out for much longer.
It's cool. It's just for them. It's just so they know that you fucked up. It's not failure. It's just training for success.
Just remember to not mess with the tech guy, though.
Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
I'll be honest. I need to get into Final Fantasy mode because I'm still
Okay.
still in rage mode. Okay, just so you're aware, I did some grinding just to get up to level 50, but I didn't focus too much on the materia. Rob went and did some of the materia leveling up, so it's only the materia that didn't get leveled up. But I will.
I like how you decided to point out your successes and my failures.
It's the only way you'll learn.
Jesus. Level up some material while we're doing this.
I don't know why we might need to do that.
Infrastructure material.
What was that, Rob? I don't think the mic could pick you.
Cool. I'm glad.
Oh, we don't have the maxed out elemental material.
Well, considering how your grinding stage succeeded and mine failed, you can do it yourself later.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
I feel very uncomfortable. This is like the ultimate in passive aggressiveness I've ever seen.
It's not legit passive aggressiveness, so it's
Not entirely. Hope you know, like, this happened about half an hour ago and he's still spoiling from it.
They won't know because I'll cut that. Yeah, the damage may have been done a half hour ago, but we only realised 5 minutes before we started up the recording that something may not have saved. But it's fine. It's fine. I love wasting time.
Right, set up. Go hit stuff.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul.
I have Danny's hatred.
Gotta do something about that.
This is what this stream is going to devolve into.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
They do
Next
kind
time
of
I'll have
need
to
to.
bring a little
I
pick-me-up.
kind of wish they did stop pointing out the fact that Wedge was fat.
How much
Yeah,
farther do we have to go?
I don't even need to
far.
open this.
But
See, I told you I like wasting time.
That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
This as well, like the best mechanic in this whole game was squeezing through tight spaces.
loading. Loading.
I know.
It has got to the point where I do sort of feel that I would have maybe actually preferred loading screens.
She's good to go.
Yeah, I'm not against loading screens.
Fire in the hole!
After what just happened,
Sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson.
Would
for anything
you-
that gets in my way.
be as trusting of one of her bombs? Like, would you have stood that close?
No.
Attention all citizens.
Like when she herself has just said like, did I over mix the compounds and stuff like that? No.
Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1, rendering the entire sector.
I really did enjoy this section after the bomb run.
Yeah.
No way.
Let it all like
This couldn't have been us.
settle in
What if
for
it
him.
I remember when Maximilian did described it. It made me so hype.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings. Whatever your problem, I got
Some
you.
of the lines are awesome.
Yeah, to be honest, like when I first saw Barrett, I wasn't overly fond of some of like the dialogue or like how he was coming across. It was, why am I doing this? It's force of habit.
We'll
But
split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
as like you got to know Barrett a bit
Later
more,
then.
like, and you go back and you listen to that stuff, and you're like, no, like, he's not just being a preacher. He legitimately cares.
I'd like my
He
money.
believes everything he says. It's like very tonally consistent with his character throughout the whole game. Especially the fact that he's kind of a contradiction in a sense, I guess. Like someone who preaches such love and passiveness
I
will
don't need to
happily
tell you what
murder
this is, right?
Of course not.
innocent people.
It's healing material.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
I did this to start with, where you listen to all the dialogue and stuff. But to be honest, I kind of stopped in the end.
Yeah, I know there was an overabundance of it, but it wasn't detrimental because like if you was running through and then you decided, oh, I'm just going to stop and listen to a bit of dialogue here, like there was always something to listen to. Whereas previous games it just would have been a text box.
Cloud, up here! Look up! I said look up!
I'm looking up.
Look up! Careful up here. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
Thanks, Jesse.
Oh, at least this time you didn't talk to the guy next to the stairs, telling you that you can use the stairs to travel further, after Jesse had told you to use the stairs. That is one point in this game that I think is ridiculously dumb.
But yeah, just to see the aftermath of like everything that you've just done, and yeah, obviously it would, or what you've just done, but like, and yeah, Barrett was a little bit like, oh, like it's necessary sort of thing, but he doesn't want anyone to die.
No.
He just sees it as collateral damage. Because if he did, like, I don't know how he would cope. There was blatantly a person standing underneath that bridge. They are so dead. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
They had to squeeze this imagery in, didn't they?
Well, they squeezed a lot into this game. Like a lot.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I saw all of Final Fantasy VII in just the Midgard chapter.
To some degree, yeah.
That got me as well the first time. I was like, oh, shit. Sephiroth.
The thing I have to give this game credit for is the best directed Final Fantasy game for like the cutscenes ever, really.
It couldn't be. But then...
It's like incredibly cinematic.
I am wondering about this scene though.
Actually getting to see the full version of it later.
Well, how much of this is going to be like replayed or added, or is there going to be any of this with like
Spoilers.
with Zack like doing these same sort of things, or is this like?
I reckon like I'm still convinced that the start of the next game will be Cloud going to Nibelheim 5 years ago.
In flashback.
Yeah. But it won't be like the getting to calm bit. It will just be the flashback, and then that's what happened. Start the journey. Because if anything, I reckon, I have a feeling the second game's arc will be from just outside Midgard until after the reveal. Ideally, would be the reveal of
You need not remind me.
Cloud's truth.
It was the crowning moment of our time.
To be a bit vague, I guess.
But that was then, and this...
Like, not the Midil stuff or anything like that, but where, like,
our beloved planet is dying.
the first revelation, the first
Slowly.
twist happens.
Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud. Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown burned so bright. The sound of her voice, bleeding through despair. The shiver of her flesh yielding to cold steel.
That's cool.
That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world, which is why I must ask you this one favor. Don't worry, it's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
Tyler Hoagland did actually do a really good job with the voice because he just doesn't sound like him.
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
To me though, it is Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Like, just I've no qualms with Sephiroth's voice in any of the compilation, and to me this is almost like pretty much the same.
Yeah. Just played by another person who's played Superman.
Exactly.
Alright. You got this.
But you've got to wonder, like, what version of Sephiroth is that?
Well, this is the weird thing, is like, oddly enough, you have that scene, and then this is the only Advent Children's song that plays in the entire game.
Right, which song?
This one.
You are advised to vacate the area immediately.
This wasn't in the original game, but this is an Advent Children's song.
Ongoing fire.
I was looking at the track list last night, I think, and I think there was one that I saw on there. Oh yeah, because I was thinking One Winged Angel, but yeah, One Winged Angel was in the original. Yeah, wasn't there something, the Promised Land or something like that?
Yeah. First example of this game having amazing skyboxes, but really, really bad ground boxes.
Is that even what they're called?
I have no idea, but
it works.
I kind of like how they've done it though, because it brings back that old feel of 7 with like the parallax scrolling for the backgrounds. Like that old style gaming.
Well, that's kind of what I thought when I saw the really bad, I suppose we're going to call them ground boxes from now on, but the ground textures when you get to that point and you're looking down,
Yeah.
when you're like climbing up to the plate, and you look down, you see it, you're like, oh my god, that looks terrible. But a little piece of it just reminded me of original 7, so like,
Yeah.
oh. See, this is the point I was making to you. Look, it's almost like she's looking around, being like, "Oh, where's Cloud? Is he coming?"
The real target was
Yeah, I
us
suppose.
here on
No,
the
I
plane.
get where you're coming from in this
Those
theory.
villains?
When you actually get to the scene, the cut's too abrasive. If anything, she could be. No, she's not. Spoilers, she's about to be attacked by Dementors. No, she doesn't even look like she's being attacked by them. She is just like...
It's because she's waiting for me. She knows I'm coming. And as soon as I arrive, ghost attack.
I was wrong. Fair enough.
And then Sephiroth shows up right after, almost like he has something to do with those whispers.
Yeah.
So
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine. A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
like you've never seen a flower before.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as
He
a
has been
memento.
outside of Midgar actually, so he definitely will.
Just my luck.
But if you've never left Midgar, then sure. To be fair, how horrible must it be to
Well,
be born in
that depends
Midgar
on the customer.
and never leave?
In your case,
You'd have never seen the sky.
It's on the
You'd have
house.
never seen like
lovers
flowers
used to
really.
get these when they were reunited.
But yeah, the way she talks to you, and
Look, I'm involved
instead
in
of
things.
giving you the option,
Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure you are. So,
So keep your distance.
wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell.
Help me!
Drop your weapon!
so yeah, she was, and if she was leaving, then why would the ghost still chase after her, unless it was to make sure she carried on going? But for one thing, this is a dead end.
That bastard couldn't have gotten far! Stay alert!
Yeah.
Don't want to stick around here.
Unless she ran off down there.
all the shrapnel came from.
Ghosts, maybe?
Yeah. I have no idea, man. Like, half the time I take it up to Square Enix not thinking things through for me. Because they don't.
Yeah, I suppose we're just going based on previous experience with Square.
They've obviously put a lot of effort into this. It's clear as day.
No point picking that up because I won't get it right.
Yep.
Let's just do it for the sake of it. It's so annoying to see something and not want to pick it up.
What I don't get with that, actually, is the fact that it can see. The game knows that you've already picked it up, so it doesn't have to add it to your inventory. So if it knows you've already picked it up, why can't it just remove it off the map?
Well, there's that, and also why can't it let you get doubles of stuff that you're allowed to get doubles of?
Yeah, it is a new game plus, although it could be balancing for like save swapping for the next game, if they're even going to do that. Which I do personally feel they are going to do, because having a level cap of 50
Yeah, and the fact
is such a weird thing.
and the fact of letting you only get a certain amount of certain materials kind of implies that okay,
It's a forced balancing.
yeah. So when the next game opens up, they know technically how many materials you can have because they've limited the amount of specific ones that you can get.
Yeah.
So you'll probably start off with like maybe one or two versions of like your fire and your ice and things like that, but when it comes down to things like magnify or elemental, they know that you're only gonna have like two elemental or one magnify.
Having only one magnify is such a contradiction to the original 7, where it was like, how many ores do you have? All of them.
I can't even remember how many alls that I had by the time I got to the end.
If it was just for normal purposes, I think for me it was like 7, 6, 8. But when it came to like money grinding, at one point I had something like 40 of them. That's the thing I've noticed about this game. Like, people complain about the texture pop-ins. They only sort of happen during like overworld segments. When it's like a focused story-driven linearity, it feels like it's on point.
Yeah, no, I get that. Wait, where was I? I was down there.
No, because I don't actually recall seeing like any pop-in that often during like Shinra Mansion either. It's more like the open-ended maps.
You mean Shinra HQ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's normally when you get to like the open-ended map.
I knew he was going to come running.
Yeah.
Just got to change this. But yeah, like all of this looks fantastic. Just in time.
Yeah.
It's like I do wonder, because you got the scene that was going to come up in a bit, where there's the guard that supposedly recognises Cloud on the bridge.
Yeah. Is he the same guard you see in chapter? He is the same guard you see in chapter 17, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure if there's anything confirmed, but because if that was the same guard, then he would have been like, wait, I saw you out there with the terrorists or whatever. Like,
No, but he does go, it is you. So there's...
he'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go and get Kunstler. Which I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't go. Like, I thought they was gonna follow through on that. It was almost like a, well, Chekhov's Kunsel. Don't like mention him, not
Yeah.
bring him.
Although, to be fair, I think as much as like I enjoyed Crisis Core when I was younger, I feel like avoiding as much of the compilation as possible is for the best, because a lot of it was kind of naff.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of scenes in Advent Children were just there because it was like, oh well, you didn't get to see this in high def, so we're gonna put it in here, and it's like, just give me something new. I don't need to see all the greatest hits.
Yeah.
Which was...
I wouldn't exactly call Advent Children greatest hits though, man. Like,
no, I'm talking about the stuff that they show you. So like, the whole reason that Sephiroth is shoehorned into it is because we didn't get to see Sephiroth in high definition.
Yeah.
So he gets put into the story just so you can have Cloud fight Sephiroth again in like HD, and it's
yeah.
unnecessary really. They could have made a new enemy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Although you say that, Final Fantasy's experience in sequels, the enemies in the sequels are normally quite crap. I mean, 10-2 was, what, Tiger's ripoff? The prequel Crisis Core had Genesis, which was not great.
Genesis.
13-3 had God.
Yeah, like some of the other characters, I know it wasn't exactly like looks wise, but Seymour seemed very Sethish.
Yeah, little.
Just get it in there. Hey, I still play.
That should turn him up to skilled weapon level 6, shouldn't it?
Yeah. I want to know specifically who that Shinra guy was.
Yeah. Cause buddy.
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
I'm not gonna...
Didn't do the little backflip like the original, but
Yeah.
I'll let it slide.
What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait,
Parrot with his steel skin.
got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible
That
enemy?
name for his ability is actually really quite ironic, considering he
Wearing robes.
is the easiest to piss off character in this entire game.
But
He has not got steel skin, like you can puncture that thing with it.
well, it's more like it's commenting on the fact of like he's got a hard exterior, but it's quite,
Yeah.
it's fake.
Forget I said anything.
Yeah.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
It's like he acts all tough, but he showed there like that he had a genuine moment of like, oh, like
Yeah.
I was worried about you, and then oh wait, shit, I just showed that I was worried. I don't care about you.
True, I suppose. Although a scene about this about to come up is going to like show the exact opposite of that.
Oh, you talking about Shinra middle manager?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you want Barrett to care about you, don't show any love towards Shinra.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Are you the one who's
So cramped. Man, everyone's on edge.
Of course they are.
Hey, Cloud.
No, that's not until Adventure.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, well, I didn't see her on my first playthrough, but Luke sent me a picture. I was like, oh, I think I might have seen Yuffie. I think she might be in a disguise.
When I did first see her later on in the game, I actually did think she might be Yuffie.
It's-
Like, the design is quite similar in ways. The gloves.
That's the thing, like, yeah, and then like when you see her later and you go to talk to her, she's just like, it comes up question marks, and you're like, well, if it's question marks, then clearly she has a name, whereas anyone else that's talking, they don't have a name for them.
Yeah.
The fact of like, yeah, you get that more character development with them, and yeah, like they know what they're doing is right, but they still have remorse for the stuff that they've done.
Yeah.
Like,
A little help, Cloud? Please? I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced an explosion that big. It doesn't make any sense.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't the reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
you know, I think that's one of the only times where she's actually genuine with you.
I'm not thirsty.
But it's like Wedge said, it's all an act.
Yeah.
Like, just like Cloud's persona, it's an act.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Oh, okay. I thought she was looking at Barrett as she was saying.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry.
While he is passionate, he's also an absolute moron.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm the terrorist. To be fair, like, anyone that's playing this for the first time will be like, oh, Barrett, you're throwing on a bit strong, but like, anyone that's played it or played the original knows, like, considering Barrett's backstory, yeah, I'd probably be like that too.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest, that was like one thing that I kind of forgot about when I first saw that scene.
Yeah. Well, hindsight wise, yeah, like, you understand Barrett's stuff a lot more.
His frustration.
Yeah.
Not.
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get.
Yeah, and there's such a thing as being too easy.
No, she's not too easy, because if she was too easy, she'd have probably shagged Biggs by now. Like, I mean...
No, but they're like family. But
Yeah.
no, she's saying he was playing too hard to get.
Oh.
And she's playing too easy. Why is he still wearing his apron? Like,
No, I've worked in the kitchen and someone just leave their shit on and they leave.
yeah, but me too. But I'd get in trouble if I was to even like step outside wearing my apron.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like, get in loads of trouble because like contamination and stuff.
Not true. Yeah, but you can assume he's going home and he's going to put it in the wash.
Yeah, but it's all about image and appearance.
Ah, true.
I suppose it shows the difference in kitchens that we've worked in.
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Ain't no stopping this train we're on.
Oh, jeez. Why am I yawning so much? The booze?
I don't know, I was yawning earlier, but I think it was because I was tired of your shit.
Thought we'd got over this.
Well, I'm bringing it back for the end of the episode because that's chapter 2. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give us a like, let us know what you thought in the comments, and you can find us next time.
I might not be here next time.
He might be here. He just might be under the floorboards. See you later.
Cheers.